Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's daily currency call, where Jin shares his analysis and ideas for a specific currency for each day. So this is the schedule of the week: Monday, Aussie and Kiwi; Tuesday, Euro, which is today; Wednesday, Pound; Thursday, Yen and Gold; Friday, Canadian Dollar. So I see many familiar names here, and also some new names too. So if you don't mind, I'll launch the poll. Is this your first time here? Yeah, so while you guys are filling out the poll, a disclaimer here. So we are going to identify possible trade ideas and highlight potential targets and risks. So any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Yeah, so looking at the poll, we have quite a number of new first-timers here. Let me run the next poll. How did you get here? Thank you for filling out the polls. While you guys are filling out the poll, a quick introduction about Jin. He's the founder of LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. He teaches members of the LCMS Traders Club on how to trade FX. And for Forex Briefcase, he trades a 10 million USD account on a daily basis for his managed account clients. And he's also an international speaker where he speaks in multiple countries like Hong Kong, UK, US, Australia, and most Southeast Asian countries, sharing his views about the FX market, and recently being featured in Singapore radio to share about the current COVID situation and the FX market situation. Yeah, so take a look at the poll. Yeah, we have quite a lot of people coming in from the Traders Club. In case to people that have no idea what it's the Traders Club about, allow me to do a quick sharing. So yeah, all of us, we are here for one reason. We all want to trade profitably. So what is the fastest way to get there? Of course, we have to learn from, why not learn from someone that is already doing that, a multi-million-dollar trader who trades a multi-million-dollar account on a daily basis with a track record of generating more than 35% a year consistently for more than 750 clients worldwide. So imagine having to learn and use his 5 steps checklist strategy and his customized proprietary indicator to identify profitable trade entries. And after that, being supported by him and his team of coaches every single day with trade signals, trade ideas, analysis, and weekly webinars. So what am I talking about here? Do a quick sharing of screen of the Traders Club. So if you look at the screen, if you look at the screen, what we have here is, if you are new to trading or you want to learn how Jin trades, you get access to the 4-day course which we run recently. So on day 1, for the beginners, we discover the basics of Forex trading. On day 2, Jin, if you have been here a couple of times, you realize that Jin uses a lot of economic data for trading. So on this video, he actually just identified the 7 important economic data that we use. So there's no need to, over-analyze on economics. Basically, Jin simplifies everything here. On day 3, we go through the basics of technical analysis. And on day 4, the actual 5 steps checklist that Jin uses on his own trading account every single day. So you might be thinking, what happens after you learn the strategy? Well, of course, we know that practice makes perfect, right? So we provide 2 to 3 daily signals every single day on how we apply the 5 steps. So if you look at the signals here, we push this out on Telegram, but it's on the Traders Club first before we put it on Telegram. And if you look at here, we actually put up the analysis based on the 5 steps. So it's every single day, 2 to 3 trades of examples over examples. And we also tell you, do we want you to close the trade? In Telegram, we don't tell you to close at TP1, TP2, or TP3, but over here, we actually tell you, hey, suggest to close at TP1, as Boris will be announcing, there will be news announcements and stuff, and members can comment. So on top of that, we have weekly webinars to continuously guide you. Like for example, on 12th October, on Monday, we actually do this every Monday and Wednesday. So on Monday, Jin and the whole team will actually share things like what happened last week, signal analysis and coaching, and Jin will discusses different things like trading psychology, the trading strategy itself, consistency, and also identify trades live. And on Wednesday, Daniel will go through a lot of other trading strategies that you could also use to complement the 5 steps. For example, over here, divergence, and then chart patterns, candlestick patterns. So, a lot of information here. Oh yeah, and of course, the custom indicator that Jin uses, which you will see later in the currency call. So all this, all this information, every single day we push it out for only, if you come to the website, tradersclub.lcms.com.sg, it's only $49 a month or $199 a year. So, I mean, $199 a year is less than a cup of coffee, and you can really improve your trading strategy, in fact, maybe make more money, have a second income, and change your life. So, yeah, do join us in Traders Club if you are looking to level up your trading. So thank you for allowing me to share this, and now I'll pass the time to Jin for the actual currency call.
You were already doing the actual currency call. This is the other part of the currency call. So, good morning, everyone. Tuesday morning. How are you all feeling today? Come on, how's everyone? Reaction, thumbs up, say hi, put in the chat. We are also live on Facebook, on my profile. So those of you joining us on Facebook, I think one of the guys will put in the link in there. So, do join us on the Zoom call. We've been doing this, I think we're almost approaching 150 free videos every day. We've done this at 11 o'clock already. So, super happy to be providing this information for everyone who has been trading, or even if you're not trading, just to get started, to learn about the FX market, to find out more, to eventually, I hope, to spur you on into this trading journey, and then we can guide you through your trading journey as well. All right, sleepy raining here, better than Monday blues for sure. It's Tuesday. So Tuesday, today we are looking at the euro dollar, the euro US, and also the euro pound. But you all know the drill. Before I look at the charts, I look at the news. I look at the news to find out what could move markets before we look into the charts to find out, whether to buy or whether to sell at which points. I'm not looking at this. That's my Facebook profile. So join me on Facebook if you are there, if you can. But looking at the news on Forex Trading Asia, as usual, forextradingasia.com. If you are not signed up already, make sure you sign up and register for an account. In October this month, there is a bonus points month where you get 100 points for registering an account instead of 10, and you get 10 points for rating an article instead of 1. All these points actually do translate into redeeming for vouchers that you can get on Amazon vouchers, right? So accumulating points do result in actual dollar value. So make sure you do that. Looking at the economic news, click on that. When it loads, internet's a bit slow today. Okay, so when it loads, I'm looking at Tuesday all the way to Friday. You can see that in terms of the Euro news, okay, I've gone through some Aussie news, which I spoke about yesterday already. In terms of the Euro news, we have some current account numbers. Not super keen on those numbers in terms of the trades. US building permits. You all know that that's one of the news items that I pay attention to. Was 1.476, expected to go to 1.52. So what we actually see is some improvements in building permits. It's not significant. It's only going from 1.47 to 1.52, not a lot more but that actually might signal some positivity in the US markets. I do anticipate that that might come up with a little bit of US strength, but I don't think with this news it's going to be something that will be long term. You know, if we do see some US dollar strength, it will come in, fluctuate a little bit before resuming the trend. So be a little bit careful if you are planning to trade this news at 8:30 tonight. But moving on from that, global daily trade, you know, New Zealand, look at that. If you're trading New Zealand dollar, a lot of pound news, which we'll talk about tomorrow. Scrolling through all that, Lagarde speaking on Wednesday afternoon. I'm not too keen on that. You know, it's not going to move markets that much. What I will be focusing on is on Friday. It's on Friday when we have a lot of PMI numbers coming from the Eurozone. Okay, a lot of PMI numbers coming from the Eurozone. But what you'll notice is those numbers are not seemingly going to change that much. It's going from 48 to 48. It's going from 47.5 to 46. It all shows manufacturing PMI going from 53.7 to 53.1, composite PMI from 50 to 49. It all shows a slight decline, almost some towards a contractionary phase, you know, or even just a slight decline. That might actually come in with a little bit of a dampener for the euro dollar. But putting it all together, we are seeing that second, third, I don't know how many phases of COVID cases we're seeing in the Eurozone already. Put together, I still don't think it's going to have that much of a negative impact on the euro dollar, primarily because of all that talk about Brexit, about the potential deal in Brexit. You can scroll down here, you can see pound trends higher as EU pledges to intensify Brexit talks. All that talk about Brexit, you know, is pushing, yesterday has already pushed the euro dollar up significantly, has pushed the pound dollar up significantly. Somewhat of a conclusion, okay, a conclusion or a stability in terms of the trade talks, in terms of a agreement, whatever the agreement is, could result in some strength coming through on the euro US and also the pound US dollar. Okay, so looking at the charts, how this translates to what happens in the charts. This is the euro US on the H4 time frame. You know, I very briefly talked about this yesterday at the currency call. When I talked about the Aussie dollar, I said euro is going to look super interesting. Before we could even talk about it today, the euro bounced off this support of 1.1716, had a very good move of that 60, almost 70 pips move upwards. With that, at this point now, you are definitely a bit too late to jump into a trade straight away. Okay, what I do anticipate is that we could see the euro dollar sit across for a while before, maybe not that much, sit across for a while before going up again. Okay, I do think that we might see continue moving up, but in this period now, it might sit across at about this, sitting in this 1.1770 range, maybe for one or two candles before the upward move. The only time we will know that it's going to move strongly upwards if it reaches above 1.1785. Okay, if it goes past the level, closes past 1.1785, I'll be quite happy with to say that it's an upward move. Look at it, you could put quite a tight stop at about 20-30 pips stop loss for a good 40 or even 110 pips take profit. Okay, if it breaks above 1.1785, we could see a 20-30 pip stop loss, say 20 pip stop loss for a 40 pip take profit. That would be a good 1:2 risk reward ratio. If you're looking at a 30 pip stop loss, 20 to 30 pip stop loss, you could be looking at 40 or even up to the next resistance level of 100 pips take profit. So quite a good trade setup here, but you have to be a bit more patient. Don't jump into a trade now. It could very well rocket from this point onwards, but don't jump into a trade right now. Let it break above 1.1785. Be a little bit more secure in inverted commas. You can never be too sure, but be a bit more secure. Let it break past that point, the highest point from yesterday. Then look for a further upside on the Euro US dollar. Looking at the Euro US dollar, we switch over to the Euro pound. Looking at the Euro pound, if the Euro US is shooting up, what do we expect the pound US dollar to be doing? The Euro pound to be doing? Put in the chat. We have a good, well, almost 50 of you here. Put in the chat. If we look at the Euro US going up, what do we think the Euro pound should be doing? I got 3% say up. Ditto. Well, up. Now, Musin says down. No, not down. Most of the time, we expect it to be moving up. Okay, but most of the time we expect it to be moving up. But if the Euro US is moving up, looking at this, if the Euro US is moving up because of a Brexit talk, a deal, or a settlement in an agreement there, we will also anticipate the pound US dollar to possibly go up. So what will happen to the Euro pound? It might actually go up, but I do anticipate that it will go up, test the 9122 resistance level. Test the 9122 resistance level, and then we'll see what happens there. Most likely, if Euro goes up, pound goes up, we will see some upward move, but it will not be as significant as the Euro or the pound. It'll probably move up a little bit. I see a few of you saying flat, a little bit more flat, hit that resistance level, and then we can actually see whether it's going to break above or turn back down. At this point, don't be too tempted to jump into a trade on the Euro pound. That 22 pips is just not worth taking the risk for. I would rather focus on the Euro dollar. When the Euro pound comes into play at 9122, then that's where we make that decision whether it's going to go higher off this point or whether it's going to turn back down from 9122 towards 9033. We've seen this move happen several times over the past couple of weeks. Once here already is hit and went straight back up, test this level, came back down, up and down in that range for the past 3 weeks right now. We might actually see that play out again. So wait for it to test this 9122 level before deciding what to do from that resistance point. With that said, if you have any questions, please put in the chat. Ben asks, can you please go over Euro Yen? Okay, just because you asked. Euro Yen looking at it on the H4. Oops, let's put in my chart. All right, so Ben, Euro Yen looking at the H4 time frame. Usually I talk about the Yen pairs on Thursday morning, but questions, Euro Yen, what happens at this point? It has gone up because of how the Euro dollar has moved yesterday. So we've seen it break above the 123.83 level. At this point, I do feel like the way it's reacting here and a bit at these points, I feel like maybe my line should move up a little bit. Okay, my line should move up to this point to capture these reaction points. So it is back to this level. I do think that we might see it. Let me just check the US yen. Okay, going back to the Euro yen, we might actually see it sit there and then go up. I don't think it looks like it's going to test back. I was a little bit hesitant whether it was going to break below 124 and go lower, but looking at it, I think that with the way we anticipate the Euro-US to be moving, we could actually see the Euro-Yen move across, bounce along this 124.06 level, 124 flat, before possibly moving back up. I don't think it'll take the whole week to do that. You know, you could be looking at a 30 pip stop loss for a good 70 pips take profit. Definitely more than 1:2. You know, that could be a trade that you want to consider. Put it on your watch list. Right? Makes sense there, Ben? Awesome, awesome. Musin, yeah, so you know, looks like it was going to test 124 as a support before bouncing back up. Any other questions? Good stuff. With that, I'll pass it back to Jinwei.
Okay, thank you, Jin, for the currency call today. I've just launched a poll. Let us know how did you find the webinar. So yeah, I'll just post up some links again. So the YouTube link, Telegram channel link, and our Traders Club link. So yeah, if you want to learn Jin's 5-step strategy to find trade entries and get supported with live webinars, Forex signals, and Q&A, trade analysis, yeah, do join the Traders Club. You will definitely benefit a lot from it. Yeah, so on that note, yeah, that's the end of the currency call. We will see you guys tomorrow for the pound analysis. Goodbye.